Greetings, it is I, Susie Q, back on a video. Yesterday I was at MUFON, Phoenix MUFON, and it was some UFO stuff, right? It was a lot of UFO energies from yesterday. So we're going to focus on the Hopi. He was a beautiful Hopi. I'm not sure what kind of position he was in, but he had all of these pictures, and he was explaining about different things about the Hopi energy. So I'm really excited to share some of these sentiments. I absolutely love it. I've been gone for I'm going in. I was going to go to Scottsdale, and then we're coming back here to Mesa. It's been 30 days, and I'll be home probably in 2 weeks. So I'm super excited to, be here, and then also being, back into my place. So we're going to get started right now and see what you think. This description weaves together various elements that seem to relate to a deeply metaphysical or visionary experience, perhaps tied to Native American spirituality, UFO encounters, and ancient mythologies. Here's a brief exploration of the key themes that you've mentioned. Okay, so we're moving into portals and dimensions. These concepts often relate to beliefs in alternate realities or spiritual realms. The Hopi, like many indigenous cultures, have rich traditions involving spiritual journeys and connections to the other worlds. Moving into the Hopi traditions. The Hopi people have a deep spiritual connection to the land, animals, and cosmic forces. Their prophecies and ceremonies often speak of portals, dimensions, and beings from other realms. Animals and beings. All right, so animals and beings. Animals and these visions of dreams might represent spiritual guides or totems. The beings with claws, fangs, hooves, and multiple arms could signify powerful entities, possibly deities of spirits from Hopi or other Native American folklore. Moving into physical manifestations. The mention of rods and circles, X-ray in the hands, implants, and metallic foreign body touches on themes common in UFO experiences or otherworldly encounters. The physical marks, whelps, indentation in the skin could be seen as signs of these encounters. All right, so we're moving into electricity and buzzing. These sensations are often reported in experiences involving high strangeness, possibly linked to UFOs, spiritual awakening, or other paranormal phenomena. Moving into skinwalkers. In Navajo tradition, a skinwalker is a shapeshifter with the ability to transform into animals. They are often associated with malevolent forces, but can also be seen as powerful spiritual beings. The next one is artifacts and symbols. The mention of sandstone arrows, wands, and feathers points to sacred objects used in rituals or as symbols of power and protection. The next one is beings and UFOs. The 18 inches, 12 inches, flying disc, mothership, and orbs are all point towards classic descriptions of UFOs and their occupants. Then finally, historical context. The year 1889 and locations like Tucson and Yosemite might have significance in relation to historical events, perhaps linked to UFO sightings or Native American encounters. Wow. So yesterday was just a big event, at MUFON, you know, so it's like Phoenix MUFON, right? And I really kind of loved listening to all of the stories and listening to this beautiful Hopi man. He had so many photos. He was putting them all up, you know, for everybody to see. It was like really kind of extraordinary. So I've really been kind of enjoying myself. For a while, I haven't been doing too many videos. I've been busy with other things. And again, I'm not in my own place, but right now we'll be back probably in maybe 2 weeks. So that would be kind of fun. So, but yesterday it was like so freaking fun. I was always super excited to hear this Hopi man, and his son was there. So it was really extraordinary. You know, some of the things that when I start noticing for my own self is that when I first got here in Arizona, I was in Casa Grande, and then I went to kind of a beautiful place, and this woman came to me and she said, do you think that there's shapeshifters here? Yeah, she was like, she just said that, right? And I said, well, yeah, sure. I think there probably are some of those beings that are there. But I don't really focus on that necessarily, but I said, yeah, sure. If that's what you believe, I'm good with that for you, you know. So I hope that you are kind of listening to some of these stories. And, you know, right here in the Four Corners, there's just a lot of indigenous energies that are probably helping each one of us. You know, for a while I had a friend, and we drove to some of those tribes and got to understand what was going on and what was happening at that time. So it was really, really fun. It was probably maybe like 2 or 3 years ago when that happened, when we went to the indigenous tribes, you know. So it's been really fun, and I've been really enjoying myself and just really, you know, kind of focusing on, I don't know, just being peaceful, right? You know, sometimes when you think that you've got so much stuff going on, you know, but I kind of feel like that idea of what we call is listening. And so for a while I've been kind of, you know, kind of cuckoo, kind of cray, right? You know, kind of a wild chick, right? But for now I've been kind of quietly been listening to that still small voice. And, you know, the more that I can just focus on maybe a few words, because I'm a writer, then I put it into videos, and I've got tons of written material. I don't know what I'll ever do with it. I think I sent maybe 5,000 pages. I don't know, maybe not 5,000. I don't know, maybe 500 pages of my material to my kids, and they're like going, what are we going to do with that, you know? So it's been fun to just kind of, you know, just listen to that still small voice. And if you get some guidance, it could be a few words like, you know, listening is a beautiful way to understand a little bit more about what you want and what you want to create. The more that you do that, you start kind of focusing on a few things. But I first start with the listening. And that listening has been a beautiful space for me, you know, to just be aware and awake and just finding more clarity and more pleasure. So I think that's it for now. We'll see you later, and namaste.